the fuck is that guy?
I make my own moves, yeah, I'm bossing.
All weak bitches, please proceed to the exit.
Is there no one else? Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
We are Not For The Weak.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Not For The Week. It's your boy James.
It's your boy Jay.
We don't have Wes. Wes is working. Wes is slanging those sups. Slanging the sups.
Slang in the sup.
Shout out to GNC.
Yeah, he works on the one in Medford, doesn't he?
Yeah. He works at the one in Medford, which is the only one I will go to now. Because the one here is, I don't know. I can't stand seeing the guy that works there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it the...
That's the guy that just talks too much. Asks me a bunch of questions.
There have been a couple people who...
Don't sell me shit, bro.
There have been a couple... I hate going to GNC. And I always like going to GNC in non-flattering clothes. So they like feel like they need to help me.
They're like, look at this fat dude just struggling in.
Walk in like a hoodie.
Let's get you a protein, bro. You need to slim down.
They're just like, hey man, you ever heard of creatine? I'm like, shut the fuck up. I came here. I know what I'm getting.
I've pissed out more creatine than you've sold, bro.
Yeah. I'm like, fucketh off. I hate going into GNC. You know where I do like going into? I like Vitamin Shop. I always get left alone at Vitamin Shop.
I feel like the people at Vitamin Shop don't necessarily know. I think that's why.
Yeah, they're like, are you looking for some eucalyptus leaves?
They're more like the hippie-ish.
Yeah, they are.
Of the people.
Because
they're like, let's get you some turmeric and a multivitamin. I'm
like, I see you guys have BSN on sale here. GNC doesn't, so that's what I'm here for. Not your turmeric.
I don't need your turmeric, bro.
They do have Vitamin Shop though is OG. They got like a lot of good shit there for like fairly. They always have good sales going on. It's
too far for me to go for what I would get.
I've never been to the Vitamin Shop here. The one I used to go to was right across the street from this LA Fitness I used to work out at with my dad.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd rather just go on Amazon.
No,
because I'm antisocial like that.
Amazon's the plug, dude.
Or just any store where you can order it and like not have to interact with people.
Yeah.
Like I bought something for Chrissy for Christmas, and it was at Walmart. Right, that was like I was like Googling like cheapest price, found it at Walmart. It was like $70 cheaper. I was like, oh, getting that, right?
$70 cheaper.
Damn, I should probably edit this out because she listens to that. She's gonna be like, oh, I think I know what that is. So I'm gonna edit that out, but yeah, it was cheaper, and I ordered it online. You can pick it up in the store. Just walk in. You type your name in, and there's like a locker. They open the locker, they give it to you, and you just fucking bounce. And I was like, this was sick. I didn't have to deal with any dumbasses with leaving their carts in the middle of the aisleway or walking in front of me. And
yeah, dude, the older I get, it's crazy. Like the older I get, the more I fucking hate going into stores.
Well, it's just like there's etiquette.
People.
There's etiquette in stores that people don't follow.
There's etiquette anywhere you go that people don't follow.
But like especially in stores, like I treat the stores like the road, right? You walk on the right side.
Yep.
You don't walk on the left side, and you get out. You merge off the main aisleway to make room. You don't just park in the middle of the fucking thing.
Yeah.
It's like when I'm driving down the street, I don't just, oh, hey, I'm going to go pick up Jeremy. I'm just stop right here in the middle of the fucking road and get out. No, I'm going to pull over to the fucking shoulder. People just be like walking down the aisles and leave their cart like, oh, hey. And like bounce. And the cart's just there. And then some dude's walking down the wrong side of the aisle. And I'm like, what the fuck?
I just straight up will move people's carts. I don't give a fuck. Like if you're going to do that, we'll do it. I will.
I'll just bang into them.
Fuck you, dude.
I just take shit out of their cart like, hey, this is mine now.
You know what I used to do? I was a fucking dickhead. I used to put things in people's carts, like funny stuff. So I used to go to Goodwill. I used to do a lot of shopping at Goodwill, and I'd find like funny shit. And
they have carts at Goodwill?
Well, the one that I went to, they did.
Really?
Yeah. We used to go
that's a bougie ass Goodwill.
Well,
bro.
we went to the bin one.
Oh.
So
they got money up in Bend.
No, it was like a Goodwill that you walk in and there's these huge bins full of shit.
Oh, so you get a cart?
So you get a cart and then they weigh everything by pound.
Oh, what?
Yeah. And you pay per pound.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, it's fucking super dope.
You probably get some steals.
They have I have found some treasures there.
How much is it per pound? Pretty cheap.
I don't know. My dad always paid for it, so I have no idea.
Damn, dude.
We shop there a lot, so I'm assuming, yeah.
Damn. By the pound.
Yeah.
What?
Obviously, it could get expensive if you're walking out with like 3 TVs or something like that. Or a fucking couch, but.
Yeah. Damn, that's hella cool.
Yeah.
You just be throwing like doll clothes into people's carts?
Yeah, I'll just throw like funny shit, like funny DVDs or something like that in there. Like, there's always like random pornos and stuff that are in there.
What?
Yeah, so I'd always.
They don't censor the shit that they get at the Goodwill there?
Not that one. So I'd just like toss them in there, like ladies' nasty underwear. I would like grab them and like throw them in dudes' carts and stuff.
Bro, I need to go to that Goodwill. I've never been to a Goodwill. I don't think every Goodwill I've ever been to, like the movies are all from the 50s.
Yeah.
And they definitely don't have underwear.
Yeah, this one has underwear and bras and everything. It's big as fuck too,
bro. You got to be some kind of fucking. You got to be at some kind of level to be buying some used ass Goodwill underwear. Like, you got some big issues. You're buying some Goodwill underwear.
I never see dudes underwear. It's always like lady underwear.
Bro, that's even worse.
I know, I'm like, what?
Just some stained ass underwear.
I'm pretty sure.
Random ass dots.
I don't think women share underwear.
Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to, bro. There's too many liquids and shit coming out down there. Like, ugh.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Bro, I don't even want to share underwear.
I don't share
like
underwear.
My underwear. Like, if you were like, "Hey James, can I get some underwear?" I'd be like, "Bro, you can get some underwear, but you're keeping that because it's not coming back to me."
At least you'd let me use something.
I don't need any of that mud butt coming back.
Heavy squat session.
I don't need any fucking tractor trailer. Fucking ugh. Some skid marks up in his back.
Unwashed. Oh my gosh.
Bro, I don't even like letting people borrow shorts. There's too much stank. You know?
It's sweaty.
Bro, my shit smells sometimes. Like,
so
you know what I mean? Like, sometimes I'll like an old pair of shorts or an old shirt like that I've worn to the gym a bunch of times, and like it has that sweat just stuck into it. It's like, I'm not letting you borrow my shit, bro. I don't need it coming back with your musty ass like squat booty.
Yeah, now you got to. Yeah, especially if that.
And then now it's mixing with mine, and that shit's gonna.
Yeah, like me on a leg day wearing your shorts. That's a terrible mix for your shorts.
Bro, those shorts are gone. Bro.
Those shorts are like, what the fuck?
You could just picture the threads like.
It's just like, what the fuck? They're like, we already fucking push it to the limit with this guy. Now
they're just like holding on for dear life. Like,
what's it called? The fucking in the strongman comps when they hold the pillars.
The Hercules hold.
Yeah,
the Hercules hold with like a gas mask on. Like,
just like, oh my gosh, it's true.
Yeah, that's Goodwill underwear, bro.
Yeah, Goodwill underwear. That's a weird thing to buy.
There's some weird shit that you can buy. Like Goodwill shoes. Used shoes are weird too, man. Like,
it is kind of a weird thing. I don't think I've ever bought a pair from Goodwill just because I don't think I've ever found a pair that fits me.
I've never found a pair that
they
fits me.
always have like, it goes to like 10.
Yeah, they definitely don't have big sizes there.
And I'm like,
that's what Ross is for.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm a man. I wear man-sized shoes. Get these 10s out of here.
No disrespect if you wear less than a size 10.
Disrespect if you wear 10s. Damn. Come on. Grow some feet.
Chrissy got bigger feet than all y'all.
Kai's got big-ass feet, too. She wears size 11 in women's. So that's like a 10.
I think Chrissy's a 10.5 in women's.
Oh, yeah. So she's like a
9-ish
yeah,
in men's.
Yeah, that makes sense because Kai is like a 9.5 in men's. Big feet.
Big feet.
They could share shoes. Maybe. I don't know. I don't wear shoes. She wears these fucking slip-ons. I love
sharing shoes is weird, bro, dude. I wouldn't share shoes.
I don't know. Rob gave me fucking a ton of shoes that I wear.
That's a little different though, because like if there's shoes that like you've never really worn,
yeah, that's true.
But like, hey, if you were like, hey James, can I get a pair of sneakers? Or I got some sneakers that I've.
Will you let me borrow your platform shoes one time?
I feel like that's different though. Like that's a pair of shoes that you don't wear that often.
That's like a piece of equipment.
That's like you wear that like once.
That's like if I asked to borrow your belt or something. Yeah.
And you're only in them temporarily. You're not walking around like absorbing my sweat.
Feet juice.
Plus, I got some nasty ass feet, dude. I don't know if you want that shit.
Jameson talks about it all the time. Bro,
he got a foot fetish. He's obsessed with my feet. I don't know what it is, dude.
You don't care about nothing else but your feet.
Bro, he's like the troll of Instagram, except he's in real life. Like, exactly. People out here are like, hey, let me see your feet. Like, post feet pics. And Jameson's over there like, hey, man.
He's really
how about your feet? I'm like, bro, you're making me uncomfortable.
You can't do anything because you like see him in person. It's not like he's like hiding.
But about to whip those bitches out and just throw them up on his fucking couch over the weekend.
Oh, hell yeah.
And be like, hey, dude, how about these feet?
How about these motherfucking feet?
These feet have been through some shit, man. If you got some pretty feet,
fuck you.
I don't got respect for you.
I don't got pretty feet. My motherfucking feet are all fucked up, too.
You know what that means if you got pretty feet? You're soft. You soft. You ain't been through some shit, man.
You know what it means if you're soft?
You know what it means if you have some pretty ass feet? It means you didn't grow up poor as fuck. It means you didn't grow up having to wear shoes that didn't fit, or had to wear shoes that were old as fuck,
or wearing shoes till they're fucking
wearing them till there's holes in those motherfuckers. I
still do that.
You're fucking country club living ass over there with some nice ass shoes every month. That's why your feet look pretty.
Your family plays golf on the weekends.
You probably didn't play sports at a high level.
You probably got great grades.
Yeah. You probably had a family that loved you. You know what? Fuck you and your pretty feet.
Pretty feet ass bitch.
Ugly feet is a rite of passage, man. I'm going to start saying that. Like, fuck it.
Yeah.
I earned these ugly ass feet. These ugly ass feet have carried me on to some success in my life. So, shout out to all the people with ugly ass feet.
Yeah, shout out to the ugly feet people
that are too scared to get pedicures because they don't want to get made fun of by the Asian ladies at the pedicure place.
That is 100% me.
I need to go to a pedicure place like in a different town. So like there's no chance of them, A, they don't speak English, and B, there's a chance that they don't know anybody that's associated with me.
Yeah.
And even then, I don't know. Have you ever gone to pedicure?
I want to, though.
I do too, but I don't want them talking about my feet.
I know. And
I know they're going to roast me.
Oh, yeah. They're going to roast you in Chinese and you won't even fucking know what they're
But
saying.
I bet you it'll feel fucking amazing.
Yeah, I know. It probably would.
I got years of skin that's like just piled up that needs to be shave that bitch off.
My heel is really bad.
Ooh.
I need like a pumice stone. Just.
I got one for I have one actually that I use in the shower.
Pumice stone?
Yeah.
My feet are ticklish.
Is that what it's called? I don't know. It's like it looks like a fucking rock with a bunch of holes in it.
Yeah. I think that's a pumice stone.
Dude. The fact that you know that.
I know a lot about beauty stuff, dude. Self-care.
Well, shout out to you, man. That's why the ladies love Jay.
Hey, that's true. Because I know what a pumice stone is and a beauty blender.
You're non-threatening because you know so much about beauty products. That's why they love you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like he pays attention.
No. They question you a little bit. That's what it is.
No, because I do not take care of myself.
I need to get on a skincare routine. I've been looking at that every time I wake up. I'm like, damn, man. Or every time I hit that front-facing camera, I'm like, shit, dude, my skin looks like asshole.
I look rough. At least it's clear though.
Yeah, it's clear for the most part.
Your skin's fine.
I get that blotchiness though, like it's like not all the same skin tone color. You know what I mean? And I got these fucking bags because I don't be sleeping right.
Yeah, I get mine. Like I always get like dark. I'm like, Jesus Christ, who'd want to buy a car from this guy?
Look like you just stepped out of the football game or some shit with the eye black.
Look like I just fucking crawled out of a fucking grave. Now with the beard and now the bags under my eyes, you look like I live at Riverside Park.
With the sweatshirt and the fucking sweatpants on. Damn. That guy's looking rough.
And then they see the Jays and they're like, "Oh, okay, well, he's just bumming it today."
Or he spends his money on shoes and nothing else.
Fun fact: we're getting a hack squawk delivered in 15 minutes.
Oh, sick, because I did legs yesterday. And now I
I'm
can't
doing
use it
legs
for a couple days.
today.
So you're going to get your nasty ass sweat all over.
I'm gonna drip all on the hack squat.
Drip too hard.
Drip the hard dripping.
There's nothing like a leg day sweat. Don't worry. I'll carry the conversation over here.
Sorry, I'm texting Justin back.
Tell him you're busy.
I did.
I'm busy.
I told him I was like, after
You're
the
busy
podcast,
doing the podcast that he's supposed to be on,
I know we need to get
but
him
he
on here.
keeps bailing. You know what? I'm gonna stop inviting him.
Hey, be on the podcast. Well, I can't.
Nope. Not gonna twist your arms.
Who wants to be on the podcast? Do you guys want to be on the podcast with us?
There's a lot of people that say they want to be on the podcast, and then when it comes down to it,
I know.
not saying anything bad about Justin. I know Justin's busy, but there's like legitimately a lot of people that are like, oh man, yeah, hit me up let me get on the podcast.
And then like
it comes down to it, you're like, oh hey, how about that podcast? And they're like, ghost.
I'll let's see, and then
I think it's because everyone has a podcast now.
yeah,
It's like too oversaturated, and like I don't know. But you know what? If you want to build your podcast, you got to get on other people's podcasts.
that's true.
That's a big part of it. Because you know what? Those are the other people. Those are the people that will listen to your podcast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
we gotta get on another podcast. That's what it is.
I know.
Who I don't see. The thing is,
down.
everyone has a podcast, but I don't know anybody that has a podcast.
I know.
Like everyone keeps saying, "Oh, everyone has a podcast."
I know.
I don't know anybody.
I know a guy who has a podcast who I work with, but it's like kind of like a news reporting type of thing, like a political thing, and I'm like, ugh, I just don't. That's just not my world. You know what I mean? It's cool, and he's like really good at like what he does, and he's good at speaking, and he's just super.
Does he have a good audience?
Well, I don't know. He's just now starting it, but he's really smart and stuff. But like for me, I don't know anything about politics. Like, so I would just be so lost. You know what I mean?
I don't mind talking about politics, but I don't like talking about politics because it's so divisive. Like that's one of the things. Like last week. I commented on a lot of like things that were like controversial on Twitter and Facebook, and man, it was just. It's not even the fact that like what I was saying was bad, right? But like the types of interactions that it created were just such negative interactions, and like. The people that like talking about politics or like getting involved in that shit are usually so toxic. Like I've never met somebody that like is super vocal about their politics that is like not like that has like positive interactions with people. You know what I mean? Like it's always like, oh man, you're such an idiot. Like it gets super negative and like hostile. It's never like a fun environment to talk about. So like that, like last week, I was super vocal about like my feelings on things, and it created these super negative things that like I found myself like getting drawn into it. Like, you know what I mean? Like now I'm thinking about it, and it's like ruining my day, and now I'm getting like angry, and like why? It's the internet. It's like shit that like. That person's opinion doesn't affect me on a daily basis, but for some reason I'm letting it get to me, and I found myself falling into that.
Well, that's just like one of those things, dude. Like I was watching, like with that guy when we were at work, I was watching this video, and in the video, this girl's going up to Trump supporters or going up to people who don't like anti-Trump supporters or whatever, and they're like, "Hey, would you want to go over to the Trump supporters and talk to them?" And they're like, "Why? They're gonna attack us and." Yell rude to, and she's like, why do you think that? She's like, because they support Trump. And she's like, well, would you like to go see if that's happened? She's like, if they start being rude and doing all this stuff, then we'll just leave. You know what I mean? Like, no harm, no foul. And they're like, no, it's ridiculous. They're terrible, evil people. And I'm like, whoa. Just simply because they vote for like somebody. Yeah. Like, I've always been the type of person who's just so neutral with everything. Like, I don't give a fuck who you vote for, but let me tell you something. Like, I'm also not a bitch.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna single out every single person who, like, a whole group of people, simply because they voted for another person and you don't agree with the person they voted for. So now you're gonna you think this whole group of people suck.
Yeah,
that means you suck.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because then she went over to the Trump supporters, and guess what? Almost all of them didn't have negative things to say about the people who did. They just said we'll go over there and talk to them, but they don't want to talk to us.
Yeah.
Like, we'll go. Every single one of them was like, we'll go over there. It's just we don't see eye to eye, and that's okay. But they think that, like, what they think is right and the only way, and we just only care about what we think about. We don't give a shit what you do.
Yeah. Well, but the thing about that is that there are certain people from both sides that are like that. You know, but it's what gets broadcast, and and like that was a big thing with like the Mike Vick situation, right? Like that was a big thing that it's like I had a strong opinion about, because let's be real, like everyone deserves a second chance, even and whatever your stance is. Like, yeah, he did some shitty things, whatever. Yes, not trying to marginalize or like minimize what he did, but it was a long time ago. He's done a lot of things to try to fix it, whatever. But you run into the people. The problem is the people that are willing to talk about that type of thing are usually, it's not the people that are in the middle. You know what I mean? The majority of opinions that you see are like the extremes, right? Because those are the people that I'm not gonna try to insult anybody, but those are the people that don't really have anything else going on, right? Like the fact that you're so strongly invested in something that doesn't affect you on a day-to-day basis means that you don't have a whole lot going on in your day-to-day. Like, I found myself, the only reason I was talking about it is because it was the weekend and I was laying at home. Chrissy was traveling. You guys were doing something, or you were working, and like I was just sitting at home, and so I had time. Yeah. But like the majority of people that like voice their opinions, I feel like super strongly on stuff that doesn't really affect them. The fact that they don't have a lot going on. Like, I'm not going to spend today doing that because I got work to do. I got like all this other shit. Like, I don't have time to engage in this conversation, right?
Well, that was an interesting thing. Like, when you posted about that, I was like, oh God. Instantly, I was like, let's read the comments. Because there was like 20 comments already. Yeah. And I was reading the comments, and I was just like, you guys, fucking, you're like, what's wrong? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm on the same side that you're on with that whole Michael Vick thing. Like, anyone who's listening to this who might get offended about it, guess what? I actually don't care.
Yeah. So it doesn't really affect you.
It doesn't affect you. So
it's not like he's never been punished. Yeah, like, he's been punished. So right?
Yeah,
it's not like he got away with it.
Short story behind Michael Vick, quarterback for the Eagles, right?
Well, he was with the Falcons when he got in trouble.
Oh, with the Falcons. So quarterback who's Michael Vick, quarterback who was with the Falcons, who got in trouble for illegal dog fighting, which I know is a terrible thing. He also did a couple of bad things to dogs.
It's also a cultural thing, though.
It is a cultural
thing. Like, it's dog fighting, as much as we don't like it, was a very big part of like Southern culture for a time, right? It's
just like cockfighting and everything. Like,
it's shitty stuff.
It's shitty stuff, but it is a cultural thing. You know what I mean? So anyways, with that all being said, a lot of people are like, oh, fuck you, that's terrible. Why would you do that to a dog? Blah, blah, blah. And I get it.
Yes, cool. Obviously, don't fucking do that shit to a dog.
I have a dog at home. I love her, even though she sucks sometimes. Love her. She's a dog. Great, whatever. But the man served his time. He's now doing things to donate to charities that help dogs. He's now doing things to try and educate people about how to treat animals, and
he's lobbied for a lot of dog related causes.
He's trying to be a better person, and the comments that I was reading, you people are like, this man will never be redeemed. Why? You know what? I've seen motherfuckers who murder thousands of people be redeemed. Yeah. So how can you sit here and say a dude who grew up knowing nothing but dog fighting, it gets in trouble for it, now is more educated maybe, and is now trying to change his life for the better, you know, and educate others so that way people know more about it. Like, for you to say, fuck this guy, he's a piece of shit. He was. Yeah. It doesn't mean he's always a piece of shit.
Younger guy when it happened.
Yeah, he's a young dude, you know what I mean? Like,
and we grow up and we mature as people, and if you're not willing to admit that somebody can mature and improve themselves as a person,
then you have some maturity.
Then you have some stuff you need to work through.
That's always been like a hard thing for me to like grasp, is like, I can't fucking stand when people just don't give other people a chance. Like, regardless of whatever the fuck they've done, like, if they're trying, do you know how many people that I know who are like fucking, who served a lot of time in the pen, who've come out and are completely changed people?
Oh, it happens. It happens
what I
both
mean?
ways. There are people
And
that
speak
do
in
not
prisons and
change and
stuff.
do not rehabilitate, but then there are those people that, you know, legitimately change and, you know, see the light and whatnot.
Yeah.
And the fact that you're not willing to give someone a chance who's actually been punished. Whereas, like, my issue with the whole thing is it's selective outrage, and it's people, you know, jumping on something because it's popular,
Yeah,
right?
it is.
Right now, it's popular to hate on Michael Vick and be like, "Oh, hey, we need to sign this petition because this guy's a piece of shit." And it's like, all right, yeah, you can maybe say that he's a piece of shit, but none of us really fucking know him, right? And it's selective outrage. I don't see any. There's a bunch of other causes that where people didn't get punished, where you're not protesting that. Mm-hmm. You're not protesting that O.J. Simpson got named to the top 100 NFL all-time team, and the motherfucker killed 2 actual people and didn't go to jail for it, right? And but you're not gonna boycott the NFL for that. You're gonna boycott it because Michael Vick, who was punished over 10 years ago, paid fines, has done a lot to rehabilitate and make himself a better person, and he stayed out of the news since then. Like, he hasn't gotten in trouble since then. Whereas there's all these other guys that have, like nobody. Ray Lewis, prime example. Early in his career, it's questionable, but there's a strong chance that he killed somebody. Right?
Yeah.
Like, he didn't get convicted of it, but let's be real, that doesn't mean shit nowadays. Yeah. But there's a strong possibility he killed somebody. Man's in the Hall of Fame. Nobody was protesting that shit. Mm-hmm. Man's viewed as one of the greatest football players of all time. Nobody's protesting. So it's just selective outrage. It's like, oh, this, like, something goes viral on social media and everyone's like, oh, I need to jump on that. It's like, you didn't give a shit about that 10 seconds ago.
I know.
But now all of a sudden
it's easy to jump on the hate train.
Yeah. And you're not doing anything positive. You're literally, I'm signing a petition. What else are you doing? Yeah. Are you going to an NFL game? Are you still watching the NFL? Yeah, you're still watching the NFL. You're not protesting at a fucking outside Roger Goodell's office. Like, if you really cared about it, you'd fly to fucking New York or wherever the NFL head office is and go protest, you know? But you don't. You're hopping on Facebook. You're going to write a comment. You're going to circulate some petition. It don't mean shit because you don't really give a fuck about it. You're going to forget about it in 10 seconds.
Yeah. You'll be done.
Yeah, you'll be done. And we'll never hear from it ever again.
Maybe you'll tell your husband or wife about it and then be done and you go watch TV.
Selective outrage, not doing shit. You're just sitting on your ass, eating Cheetos and fucking writing hateful shit on the internet.
Let me tell you something. The only people that can't be changed are the people who don't want to be changed.
Yeah.
You don't decide if somebody changes or not. You don't decide the path that somebody takes after whatever.
Yeah.
It's up to that specific person. So if this dude wants to change and become a better person, well, he's taking the steps to do that. He wants to do that. Therefore, he is changing. You can't say this man can't be changed. This man will never be redeemed. Who the fuck are you to say that? Who are you to speak on that?
Well, also,
you're nobody.
None of us know him.
Yeah, you don't know him. You go to Mike Vick's house.
We think just because we're on social media and we see somebody or we listen to the news, we think, oh, we know that person and we're qualified to judge them. And we're all guilty of this. Like I used to hate on the Kardashians, and but I don't know any of them. But I judge them based off shit that I see, right? But I don't actually hang out with them. I'm not like sitting next to them having a legit conversation. Like, we're all guilty of it, but it's like, that doesn't make it okay. Yeah. Right?
I've definitely done it too.
Oh, everyone does it. I admit I do it on a daily fucking basis. I'll be like, you know what? Fuck that guy. But if I sat down and talked to him, probably have a completely different view.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? So, but we just need to chill out and realize that having a massive opinion about something that doesn't really affect your life is a waste of fucking energy.
It is. You
know what I mean?
And I did see a comment on there from a girl who does rescue dogs.
And that's fine. Yeah.
But let me tell you something.
I appreciate you rescuing dogs.
Yeah, we appreciate you. You know, I'm sure fucking Michael Vick appreciates it too. Seriously. But guess what? You didn't rescue his dogs, so it didn't affect you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But some of the positive things that he's done since then have actually probably affected you.
But
you know, some of the laws that he's helped get passed probably have affected you.
Like, you're going to hate on him.
Like the fact that now it's a felony to abuse a dog. You know what? Or the fact that dogfighting is not really a huge thing anymore because it kind of brought it to light, honestly.
Yeah, it did.
You know what I mean?
People didn't really, they just kind of like, yeah, about it.
It's whatever.
Yeah, so to the person who rescues dogs, listen, I get it. But you know what? Your company's still thriving and alive probably because of things that Michael Vick's helped them. So think about that when you talk
some
shit
of the
about
some of the funding and stuff that goes into
you
that.
know what
stuff.
I mean?
It's
but
whatever.
that makes you feel like shit, doesn't it?
It's whatever. You know.
But
Focus on some more positive things like rescuing more dogs instead of staying on social media, just spreading hate,
just a pipe in,
wasting time. Wow, we went down a rabbit hole there.
Yep.
Yeah, probably gonna get some hate for that.
Oh well, I don't care.
You know what though?
Like I said, I don't care.
Bring it, because we could use the engagement and the virality. So please do. If you don't like what we just said, please share it and tag us and tell everyone that we suck, because we could use the views. No such thing as bad publicity.
That's true. Tito Ortiz said it best himself. Whether they talk bad about you or talk good about you, it doesn't matter as long as they're talking about you. As soon as
Elon Musk, bro. That Cybertruck.
Zero marketing.
Just a bunch of people saying, damn, that's the ugliest fucking truck I've ever seen.
Or, damn, that's the coolest fucking truck.
Either way, they're still talking about it, still creating hits on YouTube. We were looking it up, dude. You had to go like 5 pages deep on YouTube to find a video that had like less than 1 million views talking about the Cybertruck.
You were telling me about that. That's crazy.
How ridiculous is that?
Yeah.
Even if their videos of people saying, "Oh, that's the ugliest truck ever," it's still a bunch of videos, a bunch of eyeballs. It's just kind of weird though nowadays. Like back in the day, I feel like bad publicity was like a really bad thing for you.
Yeah.
Like if you were in the newspapers and like you couldn't defend yourself and like you just like, "Oh, this person's a shitty person," and like everyone's like, "Oh, that guy's a shitty person." But nowadays, like
you can use
there's really like. It's almost better if it is negative, because as long as it's not like killing somebody or raping somebody or touching kids or like something like that's actually legitimately a terrible fucking thing, right? As long as it's not like something like that, bad publicity is actually probably better, because you're going to go more viral, because people love to talk about negative shit.
Well, look at Bad Baby. The Catch Me Outside girl. Oh. She got super famous because she was a piece of shit to her mom.
Isn't it Bad Barbie?
It's Bad Baby.
Bad Baby?
Yeah.
Bad Baby. Are you sure?
Yep. It's like Bad Bhadi or Spady or some like fucking weird shit. I don't know.
Bad Bobby.
Bad Bobby.
Oh, that's right. It's Bad Baby. You're right. But it looks like Barbie.
Yeah.
Why does she spell it like that?
Because Catch Me Outside, how about that?
Bro. But yes, perfect example.
You know what I mean?
She was a fucking meme. Everyone was making fun of her. And now she's making more money than most of the people
now
now
she's making hits with Kodak Black and shit. I'm like, fucking, what the fuck? Literally from being disrespectful, like, to her mom. Yeah. It just shows you, like, society is so focused on hate that if you can get some hate involving you, there's a chance for you to blossom and come up from it. I guess. I don't know.
There's an example of somebody changing.
Yeah.
Or did she change?
Well, no, she just capitalized on her now. What's now her brand is being a fucking sack of shit.
She got bars though, low key.
I'm sure fucking.
What was that one song with was it Future? Maybe it was Future.
So I'm not gonna name names or anything, but there's like a girl named Lil Vicky or something like that.
Whoa, Vicky?
I don't even know. She's like a girl.
Isn't that the other one?
Yeah,
didn't they have beef? Yeah. Didn't they fight?
So she's a rapper too.
I'm embarrassed that I know who Whoa Vicky is.
I know. So she's a.
Don't judge me, people.
She's a rapper too. My homeboy.
Let's use the term rapper loosely when we describe her.
A homeboy that I know ghostwrites all her lyrics for her.
Really?
Every single thing. Yeah.
I've never actually heard one of her songs. I'm not going to Google it either, because
I'm sure it's really bad, but
I can only imagine.
Yeah.
Well, damn it.
That's probably part of it.
Why do we know who they are?
Because of hate.
Bad Babies at least has some decent songs. Where I could be like, okay, that's all right. It's not amazing, but
It's not terrible.
I could listen to this in private. I'm not listening to that in public because I don't need.
You like to put on Bad Baby when you're doing the dishes or
I
something.
think Chrissy, I think I downloaded one of her songs on iTunes, and we were driving to like California, and it popped up on my like thing because she's like, "What the fuck is this?" I was like, "It's actually kind of good."
It's not too bad.
But whoa, Vicky, I'm not even. I don't
think I've ever heard any of her songs.
I'm glad I've never heard of her songs. Bro, what do you think of that Lizzo thing? Did you see that? God damn it, Jay.
Don't have to. Sorry.
God damn it, bro.
Fucking people like to. I literally am
Put
like.
that shit on Do Not Disturb.
I literally am like, don't text me when I'm podcasting.
Don't respond to it.
It's like
Jay.
the only time when my phone's blowing up. It's like the worst. Like my phone I never get text until.
Because you respond to it. And now somebody's going to respond to it and you're going to pick it up again.
Well, it was a question about shoes that I have to wear. I didn't read it and I just said yes. Anyways, what the fuck?
Did you see that Lizzo thing?
Yeah.
What did you think? For those that don't know, we're talking about the fact that Lizzo she showed up at like a Laker game with like a backless dress and a thong, and she was like breaking it down in the stands.
Just a big old ass.
Bro, she looked straight up like Rikishi. Bro, she was rocking some late 90s, early 2000s Rikishi gear. But what do you think about that? So she got a lot of hate about it. She got a lot of hate.
I say, fuck it. Who cares?
But she also got a lot of people that are like, oh, you shouldn't be hating on her because now you're fat shaming. And like,
oh, Jesus Christ. That's not why I don't care. If you're going to hate on her, fine. Hate on her, I guess. But I don't think,
it's not a good look. Why? First off, let's be real. Yeah. That can't be a comfortable look.
It's not.
That can't be something comfortable.
I'm sure that it's not.
You got some shoestring up your butt crack. You got a draft now.
Yeah.
Just on the butt.
Like you're telling me you feel comfortable in that.
You feel awesome.
You're not cold.
The only plus side of that outfit is if she got to take a dump, she's right there. Like, but you think about this. Think about this. She's sitting in that seat. There's no layers touching between her butt and that fucking seat. Yeah. Let's be real. When she's sitting there, the cheeks spread a little bit, right? When you sit down, it's a tiny ass little thong. There's a little bit of fucking butthole on that seat now, right?
There's Lizzo
the next person that sits there is sitting in butthole, Lizzo butthole, like
Lizzo hole,
like skin cells, like skin cells from her butthole, mixed with a little bit of maybe like she missed wiping a little bit, you know, like there's some shit. There's DNA on that seat.
Do they clean those, you think?
No, they don't clean that shit. They're not fucking. I'm sure they like maybe wipe it, but they're not like in their Clorox scrubbing that shit. So first off, super inconsiderate to the next person.
Yeah.
Especially since she's sitting in some nice seats. Like if I'm dropping 2 G's on a seat, I'm not sitting in Lizzo butt crack shit, bro.
The butthole seat.
So first off, inconsiderate. Second off, can't be comfortable.
Yeah.
Can't be comfortable.
Those are really the main concerns.
Third, not a really good look.
Yeah.
Like let's be real, it's not an attractive outfit.
If it wasn't an attractive outfit, it would be different. But
I mean, it has nothing to do with what she looks like.
yeah.
Like if Jennifer Lopez showed up like looking like that, I'd still be like, what the fuck are you wearing?
Yeah.
Like,
and that's where I'm coming from.
Yeah. Like,
but for people like the whole fat shaming thing, and like if anyone who disagreed with that disagreed for those reasons, fine, that's cool. But if you're just like, oh, it's because she has cellulite, okay, fuck off. It's not just fucking Doja Cat. And let me tell you something, Doja Cat is fine as fuck. So
I don't know who Doja Cat is.
Then you need to get to know her. Look up the song Juicy.
Can I do that with Safe Search on? This sounds inappropriate.
It's not that inappropriate of a song.
Doja,
Doja, Cat, C-A-T.
Doja Cat.
My girlfriend likes her a lot. Listens to her.
She doesn't look fat.
No, but she has like cellulite, a little bit of cellulite on her butt. She's not fat.
I don't see it.
But she talks about cellulite.
Well, it's only the upper body. Doja Cat. Doja Cat butt. She's got a big ass.
Yeah. But there's times
I would consider this a much better look than Lizzo.
Well, but
like in terms of attractiveness.
Well, yeah,
like, they're not even on the same
it's
planet,
Doja
bro.
Cat.
It's like comparing the Earth to the sun.
But I'm talking about like in that song.
No, you can't compare the two. This is like saying
I'm just saying cellulite.
What
is whatever.
Cellulite? What the fuck is what Lizzo has then?
Cellulite? I don't know.
That's like cellulite on a million, bro.
But who cares? Like whatever.
But she could show up in that same outfit and be like, ugh,
yeah,
that's not a good look.
Yeah, just the outfit was not on point.
You're going to a basketball game, bro. We're not at the strip club. We're not at the club. Like if she rocked that to the club, I'd be like, all right.
She's at the club.
You at the club.
Yeah,
we're at a basketball game, bro.
Who drives all the way there?
With the back half of your fucking pants missing. Like, oh shit, I forgot that.
Whoops.
But they were like comparing her outfit to like what the like Laker girls were wearing. And they're like, nobody's bitching at these. It's because she's big. It's like, nah. It's their job to look like that.
Yeah.
It's not Lizzo. Or no, that's not what they were saying. People were hating on Lizzo because they were saying there's kids in the audience. And then they showed the Laker girls and they're like, but nobody bitches about them. And there's still kids in the audience. Well, let's be real. They're still wearing booty shorts. They're not wearing butt crack.
They're not wearing a thong. If they bend over, you're not going to look at their fucking butthole.
They're not wearing thongs being stretched to the limits of that fabric. And you can hate on me all you want, bro. But I'm just being real with it. Like there's a difference between like fat shaming and just stating the obvious. Like that's obviously not a good look.
Yeah.
Like I saw something on Twitter the other day. It was this big girl, right? Really big girl. And she was sitting on she was all dressed up and she was sitting on like this countertop. And somebody like retweeted it and was like, whoever made that counter knows what the fuck they're doing.
It's kind of funny.
It's actually pretty fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that's funny.
But the comments were like, how dare you say something negative about her? And it's like,
Jesus Christ.
That's a legitimate concern because my ass sits on the countertop. Yeah. I worry about it.
Yeah.
Like it has nothing to do with
like from an actual like
from a literally structural standpoint.
Yeah.
Like first off, it was a funny comment because first thing I thought too, I was like, damn,
that's funny.
Because I can't sit on most countertops because I worry about that thing.
Yeah.
Because at Duo, somebody did that, right? Remember?
Yeah, motherfucker. Yeah.
They ripped the countertop off.
Had a motherfucker sit on the countertop, broke the whole goddamn thing.
She was taking a selfie or some shit?
Yeah, she was taking a selfie in the motherfucking bathroom, sat on the countertop, broke that bitch out of the wall.
See, that's a legitimate concern because she wasn't that big, was she?
No, not really. She was a little kid.
Yeah.
She
wasn't like 250 pounds, though.
No, she was just like a short little hamster.
But she broke that shit off.
She broke that whole.
That's a legit, and I'm sure there was legitimate work that went into that counter.
Sure.
Like it wasn't just some Rudy Poo little counter that they stuck into the wall. Like
if I sit on most counters, they'd break too.
Yeah, that's a legitimate concern. But the comments were like, "How dare you disrespect this girl?" It's like that's a legitimate structural engineering like wonder right there, bro.
From science, this is a legitimate statement.
Having built a countertop before. Props to that guy.
That's fucking funny. People are
just too fucking sensitive. Ugh, and you know what it is too? You know what it is? It's like people need to learn that when you make fun of something, there's a difference. There's like two different types of making fun. Like you can legitimately hurtfully try to make some fun of somebody, right? Like I could say some negative shit about you that's like, damn, that cuts me deep, right? Or I could just make fun of you like how I normally do, right?
Yeah.
Like, hey, you look like shit today, dude. like, I'm not hurting you, right? I'm just kind of giving you a hard time, but I'm giving you a hard time because we're friends, right? Like, people need to realize that like comedy is like one of those universal things where it's like if you can't make fun of something, you don't fully embrace it, right? Like, the sign that you're making fun of something kind of is a way of being like, hey, like, I care about you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like like how it is like when you're in middle school or whatever, and like some girl's like fuck you, or well, she doesn't say fuck you, but like
I don't know,
but she like hits you or whatever. Right?
Oh my god, yeah,
like
I
that's
hated that.
the universal sign that she likes me,
I fucking hated that shit.
right? Like it's stupid, but
You're so dumb.
yeah, or they make fun of you like those shoes are stupid,
I'm like, say that to my dick.
and she's like, I'm not gonna get into.
I don't
that.
know, middle school.
Yeah,
girls,
that's
so
weird. That's weird.
Well,
dude.
I'm a middle schooler.
Yeah, but it's
in
still,
this
I feel weird talking about that. But like, but it's like, hey, like showing that you care about it. Like I give Chrissy shit all the time.
I give Kai shit all the time.
Yeah, it's just, but I care about her. And it's like I don't mean it in a negative way.
Yeah.
So like when you're making fun of something on the internet, I think Dave Chappelle talked about this, like, or maybe it wasn't. It was some comedian. He was talking about it. He's like, the fact that I'm talking about it and like joking about it on stage means that like it's reached the mainstream and now it's acceptable.
Yeah.
Like you're not going to make fun of something that's not acceptable for the most part, right?
Yeah. Well, people and everyone knows what is not acceptable and not, and so that's why that's why we look down on like those who are so sensitive about it, because it's like, motherfucker, everyone knows.
Yeah.
This ain't
everyone's
new
getting
shit.
made fun of.
Everyone's
like
getting made fun of. Get on the like come
equality is actually making fun of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we make fun of, like, if we weren't including you, we wouldn't make fun of you.
Yeah.
We'd just say some hurtful ass shit about it, right?
Exactly.
But the fact that we're making fun of you, like, it might have been Dave Chappelle because he was talking about making fun of like black dudes, or he's making fun of white people, right? He's like, I make fun of everybody, right? Like, it doesn't matter if you're, it doesn't matter if you're, you know, gay, bi, trans, you know, like. Black, white, Chinese, like he's making fun of you the same, right? And that's in a way, that's because it's now
it's
acceptable,
it's
right?
If he just did a whole segment, like maybe he doesn't single out any specific,
or if he was just came out there and was like, I hate gay people, like,
you never hear him say he hates anything.
Yeah, he does. That's different, right? But if he's making fun of some gay people, it's kind of like he's including you in. You know, everything. Now, it may trigger something because at a time it was like people were making fun of it because they hated it, right? But now it's more like people are making fun of it because it's included in society. I don't know. Things that make you go,
Things that make you go,
Well, I don't know where to go from there.
No, we've reached the end of the episode, you guys.
It was a shorter episode. But
what was it? How many?
I don't know, because we talked for like a while before we actually started.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, well.
Well, that's good, though. We talked actually kind of about a lot of stuff.
I think we talked about some cool stuff. I'm going to try to get that Dylan guy on next week.
Okay.
I'll see. I don't know why I said that on the podcast. Nobody knows who Dylan is, but... He's a pretty funny dude.
Try and get Dylan in, you guys.
Yeah, Dylan's up. So we might have a guest next week. It's going to be tough, though, because Christmas is coming up.
Yeah, I know.
So
people's as busy as...
Maybe we'll save the guests for the new year. Oh, well. But yeah, I don't know if this episode is going to be live by the time I've made my announcement, but if it is, go to my Instagram because I have an announcement. But if it's not, don't do that. But still go to my Instagram. But
still
there's no announcement on there.
Go to his Instagram and follow me.
Yeah.
On his Instagram.
Yeah, because we need to get Jay back over 10K so we can get the swipe up.
Yeah, I know. I got to do the link in the bio.
Instagram.
Sorry,
I'm hating on you.
I'm posting up. That's okay. I'm going to rebrand my page a little bit, I think.
Oh, yeah? What are you going to do? You going to throw more car stuff on there?
No. I'm going to create a separate page for that.
Oh, there you go.
But I'm going to just hop back on the train, I think.
You're going to just delete some shit?
Yeah.
Kind of clean up the page a little bit?
Yeah, which usually I don't do, but I think in
I'm going the opposite direction. I'm just throwing as much content up there as possible. And if people like it, they like it. If not...
I just want quality. I mean, but if you, I don't know, we'll talk about it.
Yeah. All right.
I have quality.
Anyway, guys, go check us out, Jeremy New GC and James Mooney GC, and follow Wes at Wes Hamble, even though he's not here. Still show him some love.
Because he's our boy.
And Not for the Week PC on Twitter, Instagram. Tell a friend. Help the podcast grow. And stay savage, my friends. Peace.
Peace.